with the launch of our futures market later this year, I will count 12 markets in total that I've been a part of launching at in some place in the world, Canada, Asia, the US. And so there are some things that are pretty common for all new exchanges or alternative trading systems. I mean, you have to have the technology is a critical component of it. You have to have a solid team. But liquidity is also a key component, and you have to have both the supply and the demand side. So you can build a great team and stand up great technology, but without the trading participants to come and use the platform that you've created, it's difficult to build a thriving market. Intermediaries, I think, play a very important role in the market. So they're the distribution channel out into the end demand, the investors, and they create a common experience across, really, depending on the intermediary specifically, but generally speaking, they create a common experience across the products that they offer. So their customers have a familiar user interface. The way that they interact with the market or markets has a common look and feel, whether they're trading futures or equities or foreign exchange, or in this case, digital assets. And so the intermediaries also provide a sense of security. There's a level of confidence and trust that's been built up through time, through the brands and through the services that they provide. So for this ecosystem to grow, we think that intermediaries will play a critical role, as they do in all other asset classes. The approval process for securing the various different licenses that we need is extremely rigorous, and we have the benefit of having a really professional team that has deep expertise and experience in doing this. That said, there's still a lot of effort that needs to be undertaken, and investment that needs to be undertaken in order to secure the licenses. I would say number one is our cap table. Number two is the team. So as I mentioned, we've got a team of people who have deep expertise and experience running global electronic trading platforms, launching and operating exchanges, and I think we're fairly unique when you look at the profile and composition of our executive management team and the team more broadly, people who have been doing this for a very long time and really deeply understand these markets. And then finally is our unique approach to having both the futures and the spot market on a single platform. So we've got the exchange and we've got the clearinghouse. And one of the things that we've done a little bit differently is we've taken the rule book from our CFTC regulated futures exchange and clearinghouse, and we're applying that to our spot exchange and clearinghouse. They are a well-organized group. They are a more generalist industry association, and so while our specific focus and the issues that are really important to us revolve around markets and trading, the Chamber has a much broader mandate in terms of blockchain technology generally. So things that they've done, for example, they host a DC blockchain summit annually, and they have quite a nice lineup of speakers, including members of Congress, regulators, former Commissioner Giancarlo and Commissioner Peirce, both were speakers last year. They had an event where they brought in about 120 of their members to have a congressional blockchain education day, so meeting with members of Congress and staff, which is great. It's just a broad-based effort. And they have sub-working groups that focus on different specific aspects of the blockchain and digital asset space. For example, tax issues. They have a token working group. They have a working group around AML and KYC. And so we're able to pick and choose from that set of groups which ones are most important to us and have subject matter that's relevant to our operations. So they've been great to work with. What I'm most looking forward to coming into 2020 is now with all that infrastructure in place, with all the licenses that we need, both at the CFTC level and across the states for the money transmission and money services business licenses that are required for the spot market, we will have all of that infrastructure and those licenses in place. And 2020 will give us an opportunity to start to build up the market, build up the liquidity, get hooked into the various intermediaries that, as we noted, are very important. And then finally start to think about, with that platform, what are the products and services that we can start to build on top of that core stack to make our market better, make it more efficient, and give access to participants to the services and products that allow them to express different kinds of price and risk interests across both spot and futures, as well as providing the services that they need to make their trading more efficient and more effective.
This has been a production from John Lothian News.